All right, guys, take care. Much love. Hope you well. God wins. I'm going to go through my MESSI code to win the Ballon d'Or, which I posted 10 months ago. He hasn't won it yet. Many people think Haaland's going to take it. I don't. I think Maradona's going to win it on what would have been Diego Maradona's 63rd birthday. I'm only going to go for about 30 minutes. And just going forward, at the end of November, I'm taking down my Twitter, or I won't be going on it. I'll be getting rid of the app off my phone at the end of November. And with YouTube, I'll likely only be doing live streams for people on my website. Why? There's no financial reason for this. The reason is who wants my work can access it. And I'm not going to keep giving it out to people who are going to go out of the way to try and ridicule or mock me or spread hate. So that's what's going to happen. So at the end of November, I won't be on Twitter, and probably beginning of 2024, I'll only be doing YouTube for people on my website, just so you know. Right, I'm going to break down the MESSI code and show you how coded it all is and how his whole career and life has been coded, and the code belongs to God. So I posted this a long time ago. He's gone from 1 to 2 to 1 to 5 to win it. I said, this surely has to be awarded to Lionel Messi with this code. This code is spectacular. Of course, he hasn't won it yet. I could look silly here, but I don't care. Messi, of course, led Argentina to win the FIFA 2022 World Cup in Qatar. All right. And after, when he was lifting up the trophy, he was wearing this black robe, which almost he looked like the Grim Reaper, guys. Now, there's only ever been 8 teams in history that have won the World Cup. And Messi can win his 8th Ballon d'Or. And I was shocked by this, guys. Diego Maradona never won a Ballon d'Or. Messi is the only Argentinian to ever win a Ballon d'Or. He's won 7. And Maradona never won one. That shocked me. And the World Cup logo for Qatar 2022 was 8. It was an 8, the infinity symbol. It goes round and around and around. Okay? 8 symbolism everywhere. It's the snake eating itself. It's why the Black Mamba Kobe began his career wearing number 8. So Messi can win his 8th Ballon d'Or and Ronaldo can stay on 5. And the 2022 FIFA World Cup began whilst Argentine Pope Francis was 85. They obviously won the World Cup a day after his birthday when he turned 86. And it was 86 when Maradona won the World Cup with Argentina, the year I was born, the year of the hand of God, which was against England, who got knocked out in the last 8 by France, who Argentina beat in the final, in a ridiculous World Cup final. So glad I didn't watch it, but I've seen the highlights. The devil equals 85 in gematria. The 2023 Ballon d'Or is on Diego Maradona's 63rd birthday, which is today. Revelation 6:3. And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, come and see. So the World Cup was in the Middle East. It's all about the beast. That's why we just had the Gypsy King in Saudi Arabia, and all those celebrities are going out. Guys, pretty much every celebrity who was in Saudi Arabia watching that fight is actively working for the devil, and they're revealing who they are now. Okay? Now, Messi had 63 goal involvements in all competitions for club and country during the 2022-2023 season. How remarkable is that? And he might win the Ballon d'Or on Maradona's 63rd birthday, who he's being compared to. His whole career, the same style of play, that incredible left foot, small in stature, but incredibly strong. Both scored hand of God goals, both worshipped in Argentina. They've now both won a World Cup. That's what always separated Maradona from Messi was, well, Maradona won a World Cup. Now Messi has, of course, he's greater than Maradona. But very interesting how they were very similar in stature and style of play. And I've said this, I almost feel like Maradona's demon went to Messi. It makes so much sense. All right? So much sense. Interesting how Maradona scored 8 goals in 21 World Cup games. And Messi matched him with 8 goals in 21 games by scoring against Mexico. And Maradona won the World Cup in Mexico in 86, and Argentina won the World Cup a day after the Argentine Pope turned 86. Absolutely incredible. Maradona coached Messi as well. How Maradona was the coach for Argentina when he was a drug addict never made sense to me, even when I was younger. Now, Argentina's 2022 FIFA World Cup campaign began on the anniversary of JFK's assassination, because it was November the 22nd, and he died in 63. If you watched my Man City code yesterday, you'll see all the 63s that I found, and they were pretty staggering, guys. We know the head coach for Manchester City is Guardiola, who coached Messi, who basically brought him through. And with the 63s, Man City beat Man United, the Red Devils, June the 3rd, 6-3. They also beat them last season 6-3 in the league. They beat them this weekend with 63 days left in the year. Foden got his 63rd goal for Man City. Pep stayed on 63 losses. And it was the 63rd Premier League head-to-head between the teams. So that just gives me even more confidence that Messi is going to lift this trophy. And again, for all of you who may say this is obvious, this is blatant, people are not doing this code. I'm showing you why he's going to win it. I don't want a pat on the back. That's what I want to make clear. Hi, John. 2023 Ballon d'Or is also on the 24th month anniversary of Sergio Aguero playing his last ever professional game, because he had a heart condition on Diego Maradona's birthday, his 61st birthday. And Sergio Aguero married Diego Maradona's daughter. They have a son together called Benjamin. Now, what's the first name of Israel's prime minister? The first name of Israel's prime minister is Benjamin. And Israel's flag has the same colors as Argentina's flag, which is the blue and the white. John, the reason it's quiet is because my work gets hidden. My work's hidden. Most people now won't even know I'm live. It's another reason why I'm coming off Twitter. I'm shadow banned completely. I'm not wasting my time and energy on social media going forward. I'll just do this work for those who really care about it. Because I told you, the work that I put out every day, I don't need to be giving it out for free. LeBron James became the all-time leading point scorer in the NBA exactly 24 months after the GOAT, Tom Brady, won his last ever Super Bowl. So there's all these GOAT riddles. We know Brady's the GOAT. You could arguably say LeBron is. People say he is the all-time leading point scorer. He's won 4 NBA Finals. He's won NBA Finals with 3 different franchises. Of course, you're going to say it's Michael Jordan. Remember when Messi was at Paris Saint-Germain, they were sponsored by Jordan. And they were sponsored by Qatar Airways. And then Messi won the World Cup in Qatar by beating his teammate Mbappe, who was the Golden Boot winner. Wow, 21 in the live, 8 likes. Maradona played 21 World Cup games and scored 8 goals. That's not great, is it? It's not confirmed, no. I just saw Salah finished 11th Number 11 finished 11th, Salah. They haven't done the top 10 yet, so I laughed at that. Benzema's the current winner, number 9. And that's interesting because Bobby Charlton is one of only 9 players to have won the World Cup, the European Cup, and the Ballon d'Or. And today is 9 days after he died. And remember that they're focusing on Charlton heavily at this award ceremony because he died at age 86. And we know that Maradona won the World Cup in 86 and Messi won his World Cup the day after the Pope turned 86. So that's why if you're watching this ceremony, they're focusing on Bobby Charlton because his death does sync up to Messi. It all connects. I'm finally showing you. Hey, Agent D. Manji, are you able to predict people's death through numbers? Yes, I've done it. I don't like doing it. I won't do it anymore. You look knackered. I am. That's why I'm going to reduce my workload. I won't be going on Twitter at the end of November. I won't be responding to hundreds of emails just to be a nice guy. Going forward, I'll keep my website. I'll do YouTube videos for my website and my website only. And I won't feel like this all the time. If you really want access to my work, like my code for Matthew Perry, Chandler Bing, say no more. I ain't just the sports coder. That's biblical. His death was biblical. I'm not interested in talking about, did he really die? Is it a hoax? Was he taken out by the Illuminati? No, according to the numbers, his death was completely connected to the book of Matthew Perry's death. So again, if people really want access to my work, they know where to find it. Right now, I'm still doing it all for free for you, like this. Super Bowl that Brady won, okay? Super Bowl 55, his last Super Bowl win, which I predicted before the season began. And Sergio Aguero retired exactly 55 weeks after Diego Maradona died. Messi was born on 55 date emoji. Just know that Messi was born in 1987 and 1987 is the 300th prime. Watch the movie 300. You'll see it's about war. 55 is the 10th Fibonacci triangular number, and Messi, of course, wears number 10, as did Maradona. Satan equals 55 and 10. Why do you think the Red Devils right now have won 5 and lost 5 in the league? Under their head coach, Ten Hag, when 55 is the 10th Fibonacci triangular number. Why did Bobby Charlton wear number 10 for Man United and then die 10 days after his birthday and 10 days before Marcus Rashford's birthday, who's number 10, if this code has no substance? Messi can win the 67th edition of the Ballon d'Or. We know Kobe died on 67 date emoji pure. But 67 is the 19th prime. And Messi began his career playing for Barcelona wearing number 19. And he, Maradona, and Aguero all played for Barcelona. And all 3 of them have scored Hand of God goals. And remember when Aguero scored that goal against Queen's Park Rangers to make the game 3-2, and Argentina's flag has 32 raised, just like the Society of Jesus' logo? That's why Aguero made it 3-2. And who assisted him? Italian Balotelli. It was his only assist of the season. And then in the space of 24 hours, for another 24, Messi won the Copa America with Argentina, then Italy won Euro 2020. And in 2013, when Francis became the Pope, he hosted a dinner for the Argentine and Italian national teams. Messi was at that dinner. 19 World War II began on the 1st of September. Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip got vaccinated for COVID-19 for the first time on 19 January the 9th. 19 is the 8th prime. He can win his 8th Ballon d'Or. Messi won his first major trophy with Argentina at age 34, shortly after Diego Maradona died. He can win the 2023 Ballon d'Or exactly 34 weeks before his birthday. And Maradona scored 34 goals for Argentina. Not great. Like I said, not great. I know now there's a lot more friendlies, but Maradona's known as one of the greatest players of all time. He played for a really, really strong Argentina side. How did he score only 8 goals in 21 World Cup games? Because that's the code. Because 821 is the 142nd prime. 14-2 is Valentine's Day. He died of a heart attack. And who else was born on 14-2? I'll tell you. Angel Di Maria. He scored in the World Cup final after 36 minutes. He does the heart celebration. Now, who had a cardiac arrest at Euro 2020? Christian Eriksen, who now plays for the Red Devils. When was he born? Valentine's Day. Christian Eriksen, who had a cardiac arrest, was born on Valentine's Day. Angel Di Maria, who does the heart celebration, was born on Valentine's Day. Diego Maradona died of a heart attack. He scored 8 goals in 21 games for his country. 821 is the 142nd prime. 14-2 is Valentine's Day. I enjoyed your video on Matthew Perry. It was very informative. I appreciate it. I could have gone even deeper. But I made my point with that. It was really, really deep, wasn't it? And I saw, which I didn't put in my video because I found it afterwards, I should always check people's Instagrams before I do my code. He kept putting out tweets about Batman. And Batman's nemesis is Joker. And I've told you Matthew Perry died on Joaquin Phoenix's birthday, who just won an Oscar for his portrayal as the Joker. And Matthew Perry was the Joker of the show Friends. And not long ago, Donald Trump said he is Batman. When a kid asked him, "Are you Batman?" he said, "Yes." And remember, coronavirus originated in Wuhan due to a bat. And it was Donald Trump who pushed Operation Warp Speed, which was to rush out the vaccines. Trump's in my code. Yeah, guys, can you hit that like button? Told you I ain't going to be doing these lives as often, but give me motivation to keep doing them, to be honest. That's all. You can play your role doing that. If you want me to keep doing these, if not, told you my video that I did with Chad, that amazing video which had all the footage with Maguire scoring and the Onana penalty save, well, it just got removed today. It's just been taken down. UEFA copyright claim. So all that work that we did, that video's just been taken down. I don't think you understand how frustrating that is. It's almost like being a chef, cooking up this delicious meal, and then the waiter taking it to the table and tripping over and all the food going on the floor. That's how I feel. Matthew Perry died at age 54 days after Smash Mouth singer Steve Howell died. Nice. Yeah, he died at age 54 and he was born in 69, and 6 times 9 is 54. Right. Messi can win the 2023 Ballon d'Or 316 days after winning the World Cup. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. This is why Son is doing so well for Tottenham, especially this year. Now Kane's gone. It's all about the Son of God, Jesus Christ. Amen. Messi can win the 2023 Ballon d'Or at age 36, exactly 36 months after Maradona's last birthday alive. And if you watch my video about Argentina 18 months before the World Cup, you will see that I said Diego Maradona died with 36 days left in the year. He died on 11/25. 11 plus 25 equals 36. Argentine Pope Francis was born in 36. All this code was 18 months before the World Cup began, just so you know. And then I added Argentina won the World Cup a day after his birthday, because in the past tense, he said Argentina can win. This was done 18 months ago. Argentina and Messi came into the 2022 FIFA World Cup 36 games unbeaten. That wasn't done 18 months ago, but I found it before the tournament. 666 is the 36 triangular number. 6 times 6 equals 36. Messi won the 2023 FIFA World Cup 6 months and 6 days before he turned 36. The beast reigns for 3 years and 6 months. It was Saudi Arabia who ended Argentina's 36-game run. And now we have Ronaldo playing there, Benzema playing there, Neymar playing there, and then some lower-level players like Henderson and Mitrovic. All right, they all just went out there because it's all biblical. Okay? Thank you, John. I appreciate it. Crack the Code also said one of her recent videos were taken down. This is what I mean. Yeah. Satan's the god of this world. I've had my Patreon taken down. I have every video demonetized. I'm shadow banned on every platform, in part from my website. Why? Because I do exceptional work every day. And I speak the word of God. And I expose the devil. Don't I? So if Satan is the god of this world, is he going to make it easy for me? Is he going to make it easy for me? He's not. So, but I have to now stop trying to be this warrior all the time and realize that each and every day I'm sick. Like John said, you don't look great, because I don't look great. I don't feel great. So I have to take some initiative now and just stop with the whole, I can take on the whole world. I'm not able to take on the whole world. I've got to reduce my workload, and I am going to. All right. I have been a warrior for 3 years, sleepless nights and putting out content. Guys, my Matthew Perry video yesterday, I did it at 1 a.m. My nose was dripping. All right. I was doing the video, wiping my nose like that as I was doing it. And one side of me was like, Adam, it's 1 a.m. Your nose is running. You feel horrific. Stop it. And then the other side was like, no, this needs to go out now. The longer I leave it, the less people are going to care, because there's probably going to be another celebrity death that they'll be talking about, or there'll be something else that they're focused on. So I was like, do I put myself and my health above the work? And last night I didn't. I didn't, and it's not good. It ain't good. My best friend Nathan says, ads, you need balance. You need to have some balance. And I thought I did, but I don't think I do, or not as much as I should have. Messi's biggest rival is CR7, and he recently played with Neymar Jr. at PSG, did Messi. And Ronaldo and Neymar were both born on the 36th day of the year. And Neymar was born exactly 7 years after CR7. And if you watch my video with Messi and Ronaldo, you'll see that Ronaldo was born 869 days before Messi, and Cristiano Jr. was born 869 days before Thiago Messi. That tells me it's God. Cristiano, Christ, Messi, the Messiah. It's like, are you going to worship Cristiano and Messi, or are you going to worship Jesus Christ? I think he does that. I think he will provide alternatives. Like, are you really going to worship? Guys, we know Messi and Ronaldo are worshipped. Father and son exploring, God bless you. Like, overall, I'm very good. Just my health's not great. My relationship with my girlfriend's great. My website's going really well. Coaching's going really well. I'm just sick every day, because I do believe I'm being spiritually attacked. The better I get, the sicker I get. So I'm just trying to figure out how to go about this without not completely stopping, because I know I'm having a big impact on a lot of people, positive, but also to not work myself completely sick and to only give my work to people who deserve it. That's why I won't be posting my codes on Twitter anymore. I'll tell you when I'm going live, you won't be getting my codes on Twitter anymore. Even my codes from my website that I've done before, where I show you this team won, this is why they won. Not anymore. It won't be happening anymore. I might even delete the app off my phone and just check it once a month. Now, Messi was crowned the World Cup winner and the Golden Ball winner, and I said he'll likely be crowned the best player in the world. All these crowns, guys, it's to do with Jesus Christ, the King of Kings. Remember, they put a crown of thorns on his head when he was sacrificed on the cross. The pain. But then the crown obviously connects to the royal family as well. Remember, Messi won the World Cup 101 days after the Queen died, the 26th prime. And he won the World Cup in his 26th appearance at the World Cup, which broke the record of Lothar Matthäus, who played in 25. And Lothar Matthäus was the captain for Germany when Germany beat Argentina in the 1990 World Cup final against Maradona. Both captains, Matthäus was 10, Maradona was 10. The final finished 1-0, like 10. That was 1990, which was the year George Bush Sr. gave his New World Order speech, exactly 11 years before 9/11, where his son was the president. So, like, I know there's people that say to me, and I've said I get it, they say, okay, God might communicate with numbers and you have a gift, but you're not perfect, Adam. The numbers are not perfect. I said, the numbers are perfect, just I'm not always perfect in how I present them. I usually am. And he was like, fair enough. So when I say George Bush Sr. gave his New World Order speech 9/11, 1990, exactly 11 years before 9/11, where his son was the president of the US during 9/11, which took place the 11th day of the month in the 11th state of New York, and the Twin Towers looked like an 11, and Flight 11 was involved on 9/11. That's when I say, listen, I don't have anything to do with sports. I'm not making a prediction there. I did in the World Series. I said the World Series would go 1-1 with all the 11s. So I was able to do that and connect my knowledge of the number 11 with 9/11 to the World Series, which is the 119th World Series. But I was like, listen to what I'm saying. Practically every pattern that I give you is a fact. Now, who's behind the code? Because the code is there. And you can see it for yourself if you look it up. Who's behind it? Now I've revealed it to you, which is the hardest bit. Now you have to decide who's behind it. For me, at the level that I'm at, it is God. I've coded Messi's career from his debut to where he is right now. He's in the US right now because it connects to Donald Trump. In his 9th game for Inter Miami, he got his 11th goal, 9/11, and he did it against New York Red Bulls. 9/11 was in New York. Red Bull connects to the beast. It's why the greatest Formula One driver rides for Red Bull, Verstappen. Messi's PSG at the time when I wrote this, played Ronaldo's Saudi Arabia All-Stars on 1/19/23. Right now we've got the 119th World Series where he can win the BALON d'OR. And that was on the 19th day of the year, which is the 8th prime. And he can win his 8th BALON d'OR. And that game was a span of 9 months and 11 days before today's date, where he can win the BALON d'OR, 9/11. Ronaldo made his second debut for the Red Devils on 9/11, where he got his 119th goal for Man United against Newcastle United in a 4-1 win. 9/11 was on 41 date numerology. The World Cup began with 41 days left in the year. George Bush Sr. was the 41st US president. Kobe Bryant died at age 41. It's all biblical. It's the 41 generations of Jesus Christ. Revelation 9:11, and they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon. Abaddon is Abaddon. Donald Trump. Many people call him Don. Okay, when you call Donald, many people call you Don. Abaddon. 9 months and 11 days is 40 weeks and 4 days, and the book of Revelation has 404 verses. Wow. Like, wow. Messi won the World Cup 44 years after Argentina won their first World Cup, which happened to be in 78. Euro 2024 begins on Donald Trump's 78th birthday, and it's going to be in Germany, which is where Messi got his first ever World Cup goal. And he did that on 6/16. Now, Donald Trump was the 45th president, soon to become the 47th, in my opinion. And when it happens, people say it's obvious, but when I said it, it was like 25-1, because you can bet on this nonsense. And 4547 is the 616th prime. And Messi's first ever World Cup goal was in Germany on 6/16, 1 day before Ronaldo's first ever World Cup goal. Messi's first World Cup goal, 6-0 win against Serbia. Okay, who's the greatest tennis player right now? It's a Serbian. It's Djokovic. Who's the best NBA player in the world right now? Jokic. Serbian, number 41. Can you see how it's all connected? If you can't, you probably never will at this point. And I don't mean to be harsh, but if you can't right now with my work, you probably never will see it. Messi scored 7 World Cup goals in the recent World Cup. Mbappe scored 8. So there's another 78 for you. Remember, Mbappe was the first player in 56 years to score a hat-trick in a World Cup final. And that year, he scored 56 goals, which was 56 years after the Church of Satan was founded. You see, yesterday, New York Giants became 2-6. Exactly 26 years after Anton LaVey died, who founded the Church of Satan, and exactly 26 weeks after the anniversary of the Church of Satan was founded. And Messi won the World Cup in his 26th World Cup appearance. We know in the English alphabet, there's 26 letters. Jesus Christ is the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the A to Z. That's why Kobe died on 126. First letter A is 1. Z's the 26th letter, 126. The beginning of the alphabet, the end. Kobe Bryant worked for the serpent. Read my book. Thanks to people who keep buying my books. I appreciate you. Every day there's a couple of new people buying the books, so it's well worth it. I've told you, unless you're completely broke, financially completely broke, and you're into my work and you haven't bought my book, what are you actually waiting for? I'm not sure. Confused. Yeah, I know Adam Johnson died at 29. His neck was cut by a skate. Yep. Horrific. Adam Johnson, the football player, was accused of rape as well and having sex with I think he was having sex with an underage girl, Adam Johnson. And what's interesting is I'm called Adam, my brother's called John, and obviously we're both sons. Adam Johnson, and I was born on my father's birthday, the father and the son. So again, he hasn't won it yet. He should win it. The odds say that he wins it. The fact that a player playing in the MLS is going to win the Ballon d'Or is comical, but the world right now is comical. Like Gundogan, he captains Man City to the treble, but he finishes 14th. Where's the logic there? I know he didn't have a great World Cup with Germany, but Gundogan, first 3 letters of his last name is Gun, is German. Guys, he led Man City to the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the Champions League, and he finishes 14th. 1 place ahead of Emiliano Martinez. And Lewandowski is a few places ahead of him. Like, how does that make sense? Salah last year had a nightmare. Liverpool had a shocker, didn't they? They didn't qualify for the Champions League. They didn't get to a major final. Klopp had a nightmare. They finished sixth. Why is Mohamed Salah finished ahead of Gundogan? There's no logic to it. Because God is sending out strong delusions. That's why a UFC fighter was able to knock down the heavyweight champion in boxing in the third round, when I said the whole fight was about World War III. Or why Floyd Mayweather can go 12 rounds with McGregor when he should be knocking him out in the first round. Just like if it was in an octagon, Conor should do him in the first 15, 20 seconds. Can I get a woo? I can't do it right now. It's not because it's scripted. The devil wants you to believe that in regards to it's all about money. They're having these fights for money. Yeah, like Mayweather needs more money. Do you know what I mean? His name's Floyd Money Mayweather. If he has all the money he claims he has, he doesn't need to be taking these fights. And you say, well, you can never have enough money. Guys, it ain't about money. Just like the players going to Saudi Arabia isn't about money. It's biblical. Benzema winning the Ballon d'Or was all biblical. All biblical. Go back and watch that video I did. On my Twitter, I've just posted a Halloween video. I'd like you to watch it. Because all over my Instagram, like, again, many Christians on my Instagram, well, not many, all dressed up as like Freddy Krueger and the devil, and the wife's a witch. One of my good friends, him and his wife's Morticia and Gomez from the Addams Family. The kids are zombies. Made my stomach turn. But I get it. I enjoyed Halloween, guys. Told you become reborn, things change. You have a transformation of your mind. And my good friend, Stephen Henderson, I think he's opening up to my work now. One of my very best friends. I grew up with him since I was a little kid. At Belmont Crescent, he lived at number 10. I lived at number 12. 10-12 is when England got knocked out of the World Cup by France. And he said, yeah, to be fair, though, Halloween's just innocent. It's just innocent. It will fun money. You go dress up as whatever you want to dress up as. Get one of those cheap masks. Knock on the door. Get a couple of quid. Get some chocolate. Said it's just innocent. And I said, no. It isn't. I said, the way Satan operates, that's how he operates. He makes evil innocent. Dressing your kid up as a demon is not innocent. It's sick. It's just being accepted to be innocent and part of society. We know in the US, they really obsess over Halloween. Well, it's demonic. And again, it's just about kids dressing up because they want something for nothing in regards to chocolate or money. Just full of sin. And when I say it to people, it hurts them. But I'm not wrong. I just decided to put in the work and have the spiritual discernment now that I never did before. And again, if you want to dress up and go out for Halloween, do it. It's only because society's told you to like it. That's why. Have you seen demons? No. Remember, God is in control of everything that we can see and everything that we can't. I don't think you can see demons, just like you can't see the air. So, no, I'll never see a demon. I don't believe I'll ever see a demon. I think you'll see plenty of them in hell. Yeah, Vince McMahon was at the boxing match with, who was he with? The Undertaker. The Undertaker, which is about death. And he looked really bad. He's never looked so weak, Vince McMahon. And I know he's old, but he's always looked great. He'll be dead soon, Vince McMahon. How he's still alive at this point with the steroids that he's put in his body and the stress that he must have had, all the court cases, he'll be gone soon. And have you noticed he has a mustache, which he'd never had before? He's got a mustache like Hitler. Just like Kelsey, who plays for the Chiefs. Vince McMahon has literally got an Adolf Hitler tash whilst World War III is being triggered. And he never had it before until recently. Hey, O'Malley, God wins all day. Somebody asked me that yesterday. What do you mean God wins? I said, if you are asking that question, you won't understand my response. So I didn't respond because I'd get another question. So I just said, God wins. And they're like, what does God wins mean? If you can't, Noel understands what God wins means. Now, if you don't, you don't. If you don't, you don't. My Matthew Perry code, out of this world. Most people can't get through the first 2 minutes. One of my friends said this. He said, as soon as you said a few of those numbers, I turned it off. Honest with me, I said, this isn't my mate Stephen Henderson. It's another guy, although he's very similar. But my mate, James, he said, as soon as you started talking about the numbers, those 36s, I turned off the stream. I was like, okay, so James, I'm not sending you anything else. And stop asking me questions. If you can't sit through one of my videos for like 10, 15 minutes, James, leave me alone. Okay? One day you believe in my work, you love my work, you're intrigued in my work. The next day, yeah, I'm not sitting through that. What a load of bollocks. So if you're watching, which I'm sure you are, even though my work's a load of bollocks half of the time to you, stop messaging me, all right? Yeah, Michael Jordan also had a Hitler mustache. Yeah, he did. He did. I don't think anyone looks good with just a mustache. I've never seen one person look good with just a mustache. Again, that's just opinion. It is written, God has already won already, exactly. When Jesus Christ sacrificed himself on the cross, that was the victory. That was the victory, the ultimate victory. The angels rejoiced. That's all you need to know. That's what you need to know. Right. So Messi's Korean trophy cabinet is as rigged. It's hilarious how people can't see it. Noel, you couldn't see it, and neither could I. So let's sometimes accept that. For me, Messi was just an incredible player, a gifted player. Somebody had to be the best in the world. I did occasionally question the syncs with Maradona before I was the illusion. And it's so weird, isn't it, how similar he is to Maradona, but not like, like going deep. So for me, like I said, Messi, it was great. It was incredible. You couldn't get the ball off him. I was like, is it Barcelona? The way that they play, nobody can match them. Their positioning is so good. I justified it all like the majority of the world do. But there were no one doing what I'm doing with this code when I was into sports. Nobody. So, again, if Haaland comes out and wins this, I'll laugh because I don't know how my code can miss. I just can't comprehend this code missing with all the 8s. But the key thing here is this. Argentina won the World Cup with Messi. They've won 47 World Cup games in their history. Messi can win his 8th Ballon d'Or. Donald Trump can become the 47th US president exactly 8 years after his first day in office. He will have his first day in office as the 47th. That, for me, when I'm almost at a point of saying when Trump becomes president, but I can't because that's arrogant. If I'm right about Trump, which I've got videos from over 2 years ago, and I can show you how him becoming president connects to Lionel Messi. Why? What would an Argentinian footballer got to do with politics? Well, you'll see. You'll see that all of these people with the spirit of Satan on the world stage are connected by the same code. and they're all connected to which book of the Bible? Revelation, the final book, the 66th book, which is why Messi won the World Cup 6 months and 6 days before his birthday. Okay? The 66 World Cup year, or 1966, England won the World Cup 4-2, wearing red, number 6, lifted the trophy in 66. Who handed in the trophy? Queen Elizabeth. Who connects to Revelation? I've written a book. Coded a death 2 years before it happened. Said it had connected to the World Cup. That's why Messi ended that World Cup with 98 goals for Argentina. And she died on 9-8 at age 96. And he came into that World Cup with 96 goals. Came into the World Cup final with 96 goals for Argentina. It was right. All the stuff was right. The Queen stuff all helped Messi, Lionel, Leo, the Lion, England, the 3 Lions. That's why you had England against Argentina in the Falklands War, which ended on Donald Trump's 36th birthday. Has he won it then? No. He should have with my code. He hasn't won it yet. All it showed me right now is the top. Well, the most recent person I saw was Mohamed Salah. Came 11th. What is this guy? What is Vinicius Jr. wearing? I just see lost souls when I look at Bellingham and Vinicius. I just see little demons. They're being worshipped as well. It hurts me knowing that kids are worshipping pretty much demons. You try and help them, don't you? They don't want to hear it. If someone came up to me as a young lad and started telling me all the stuff I say, I would get really upset. So I'm trying to do a better job of thinking about how I was as a child, because I couldn't handle what it's hard. It's hard as an adult, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's even hard for me at this point to accept sometimes. Like, geez, it was such a big part of my life. I'm very happy and grateful that it's not anymore, although it is in a different way. Not a fan. But how are you going to break this down to a kid or somebody who's just completely in denial of the code and the numbers? It's not. That's why I've told you sometimes I just have days where I'm like, just stop. Let them have it. Let them be whoever they want to be, and just be like, Adam, you've been saved. You've just been saved. Embrace that. Focus on that. And I will start doing that. All right. I've got to go. I'm sweating. The 8s relate to 36. Yeah. I know. 36 connects to 6 and 8, which connects to the war. All the wars began on 68 dating emoji. Hitler died a span of exactly 68 months after World War II began. 36 is the 8th triangular number. The square root is 6. The 86, like Maradona won the World Cup in 86. So it's all there, the 19s that I found with him, the 8th prime. Guys, it's clearly code. It's like, come on, baby. Like with my work, I feel like it's somebody watching Usain Bolt sprint and then saying, he ain't that quick. It's like, are you not watching? Like, he's the quickest man to ever run. He ain't that quick, is he? That's how I feel. You know what I mean? When people say stuff about my work like this code, like, of course, if you don't win it, hammer me. All right? Hammer me left, right, and center. If this code misses, you can just say, well, he's done all that amazing code and he didn't win it. Remember, Haaland finished with 36 Premier League goals. And he's the biggest rival for the Ballon d'Or because he won the treble, scored all those goals, broke all those records. He got 36 goals. I said he would get 42 or 36 Premier League goals before the season began. He'd be the Ballon d'Or. He finished on 36, didn't he? People all laugh at me. We know now. Oh, I don't understand that. Noha? I don't know what he's saying there. You'll have to retype that. Enjoyed your live stream yesterday and your video on Matthew Perry. A lot of people enjoyed my stream yesterday. I was very animated. I was very intense. But I was also funny, and I put across a lot of information. But yeah, I told you my live streams are not starting next year. It won't be for everybody. If you really care about them and you're not completely broke, then you'll have to support my website. 'Cause I don't want to go back and forth with Gucci money and whoever else. He seems all right, you know what I mean? But I don't want to do it anymore, to be honest. Yeah, they're either, guys, when it comes to the code, it's like this, all right? Hey, Jackie, it's like this. It's almost like the Bible, isn't it? Do you agree? Do you think the code is pretty much like Jesus? Of course, you can't compare anything to Jesus, but it don't matter how many times you tell somebody about the Bible, that it's the book of life, the word of God, and you show them all the prophecy that's been fulfilled. You can go on and on. You can do it now. I can do it right now and read the book of Matthew and Romans and say, this is happening now. Revelation, look, it's happening now. No, not Bible. Bible, come on. Man wrote it. What are you talking about? I think that's like that with the code. It's like, all right, there's some numbers, all right, but come on, like, a lot of coincidences. It's like that. So I am so adamant about my beliefs, but not everybody else has the same belief system as me. So what I want to do going forward, so I don't want to completely stop this, is provide my work and my insights and my mind to those who really want to access it, those who appreciate it. I will stop going on Twitter. I will stop sending people codes and live streams on WhatsApp. I'll stop putting stuff on Instagram. And those who really want to support the work and be part of an incredible community, they're going to get access to it. And if you think that's not fair, you should open it up to everybody. I've done that. I want to do that. It's too much. I don't want toxicity in my life. So that's where I'm going to go going forward. Somebody like Alto, an amazing guy, a great coder who I appreciate. If he's not on my website, I know he's not, but if he ever emailed me somebody like him and said, hey, it's Alto, I used to watch your videos, I would give him my time. But I'm not giving my time to everybody now. Please respect that. I just can't. Yeah, it's too much to wake up and have 50, 100, 150 emails asking me questions. It's really hard for me not to respond, but going forward, I'm just not gonna, unless I know you, I care for you, or I respect you. I just can't do it anymore. I hope you respect me saying that. I've done it for 3 years. So there's a line now. And if Messi doesn't win this Ballon d'Or, I'm going to retire anyway. I'm just going to retire. The code is fascinating. It blows my mind. Yeah, I'm glad that you can comprehend it. If it's blowing your mind, then you can understand it. Otherwise, it's just numbers. Even though a lot of what I do isn't numbers. Have you noticed that? No, Agent D, not all the emails are about sports. They're not. Stop guessing. I get emails about sports codes, of course. I get emails about God, about faith. Where should I get baptized? Which church should I sign up with? Can you help me with my relationship? Do you think I should leave my country and move over here? What's it like living in Mexico? How did you get a visa there? Are you happy there? Do you prefer it there? Illusion, what's your favorite food? Hey, Illusion, I see you're feeling sick. I recommend you do this. Illusion, how often do you work out? Illusion, how did you find this code? Could you help me with it? Illusion, can you code my life? Illusion, can you tell me why my girlfriend left me? There. I ain't just getting, hey, Illusion, can you code this game? Yeah, I get plenty of them. Of course I do. And I tell them, no. No. If they send me their codes, that's another thing. I have to read them all. People send me really, really long codes. Some people send me an email with 15 questions for me to answer. And they're not even on my website. So no. There's a line, man. People take the piss with that line. So when are they going to announce this anyway? They're dragging out this satanic ceremony. Just what they're dragging it out for? Haaland scored 52 goals in 53 matches when they won the treble. Why? Easy. Because Man City all connect to the Queen. She became the Queen in 52 and was coronated in 53. And that's why Haaland scored 52 goals in 53 games. That's why. That's why Man City won the treble on Queen Elizabeth father's birthday. No, I mean Prince Philip's birthday, her husband. So all of Haaland's season last season was because of his code. Not a great footballer, technically. Do what you want, we still like you. Yeah, I appreciate it. I will start doing what I want. There'll be a level. I'm not going to ignore everybody. I don't really understand it. It's just the fact that everything is linked, the dates, the people. Yeah, only a few completely understand it. To fully understand and appreciate my work, you have to understand the code and the Bible. Some understand the code, some understand the numbers, some know the celebrity stuff, some can identify the symbolism, some are aware of the biblical scripture but not the code, some can do both. The reality is I can do it all. So it's sometimes frustrating to do this work when so many people can't actually comprehend exactly what I'm doing. It can become very frustrating. Right, I'm going to go. I'm starting to sweat. But no, Agent D, most people focus on sports because they want to win money. Come on, mate. That's why. They want to know sports, they want to win money, and they want to be entertained. That's why. That's the main reason people code sports. Simple. Right. Take care. Thank you. Much love. God bless you all. And I'll speak to you all whenever I speak to you, okay? Cheers.